Right, welcome to Lounge 1879. My name's Ryan, I'm the first team captain at Dinton. This is Martin, our chairman. We basically started this podcast just chat about for a few hours next season. Bit about the club, based in Glossop, hosting 3 senior teams and
6 junior teams in total now, and a ladies team as well.
A title-winning ladies team, shall we say?
Undefeated title-winning ladies team.
Wasn't trying to do it to steal ideas off certain other clubs. It's just basically to promote our social media with the introduction of our frog box and live streaming for the year. Yep, looking forward to starting tomorrow. Weather's not very great at the moment.
No, it's a bit drizzly outside. Hopefully the forecast is a bit better for tomorrow, but I'm sure we'll get some form of game in.
We are ready for it, so covers are on.
Yeah.
Which we hope is not going to be a feature of the season. Let's look into the 2024 season though. I think it's going to be, well, we're going to hope it's a big one for ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I think some good movements for us, some good impetus put into the club, a new club development plan put in place that people seem to have really bought into. Sort of planning around that and setting some targets for individuals and teams and club throughout will hopefully push individuals and teams throughout the season.
I mean, play cricket's a big factor into how you can kind of monitor the progress of individual players in the team throughout the season. It's good to know, not solely on how other teams are doing really, but who you kind of targeting to get out week by week, having plans like
you
that.
look at benchmarks, don't you? Because you've got all the stats there, the live, they're up to date, and you can benchmark, you know who's in form and who big players. I mean, we know most of the big players throughout the league, don't we, in fairness, but I think that gives you a sort of who's doing well for their individual teams.
Yeah. You touched on it just briefly there. New signings, first 11 made, what was it, 3 this year?
3 very good ones, yeah.
Start with the earliest signing we made.
Oh yeah, got in the market early. Yeah. Pewie's joined us from Timpsall, so had some good seasons at Timpsall. I think as a cricketer, he's probably underachieved.
Yeah.
I think he'll admit that. His stats don't match up with the quality that he possesses.
No, not at all.
I think he'll be looking to really push on. Hopefully we can drive him. Not saying that Timpsall did drive him, but I'm just saying sometimes a change of club can really push people on. Different change room, different surroundings. So hopefully. Pewee with bat and ball. We'll not mention his fielding from when he dropped me at their place last year, so we won't mention that, Pewee, we promise.
Yeah. I remember the first game Pewee had. It was at Birchvale at Timpsall. Some guy absolutely levered it. He's not played cricket in 6 years. Absolutely smoked it. He got extra cover and he just went. And I never let him live that one down, but no, I think fantastic left arm spinner as well. Obviously we've got quality spin attack now really.
Good options all round, yeah.
4 quality spinners, took wickets. Should we move on to the next bowling?
Yeah.
Our overseas, Riley, predominantly very good second team cricketer. Second grade cricketer, from Melville, Western Australia.
Yeah, Perth, yeah.
Come from the hottest summer they've ever had and brought rain.
He's watched it rain for 2 weeks, the poor lad.
He's sat in the house watching it rain.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of sunshine the last week, but he'll just have to get used to it. We're in the wrong country to be picking and choosing the conditions. It is what it is. Hopefully it will improve. I'm sure it will do at some point. But he's easy to have adapted, settled in, been out and about, met a few people, drunk a few beers here and there, nothing silly, but he looks to be a very useful bowler. And
without giving too much away,
he can bat a little bit as well.
He's going to surprise a few people, I think. yeah, I've got big expectations for him. He's come with a lot of, not expectation as such, but we're expecting a lot of things with the ball.
He's good pedigree, and if you can do it on them flat decks over there with very little assistance, and as long as he gets used to English conditions, I think he'll be a real handful throughout the league.
12 overs isn't enough for him.
Well, yeah, it looks like he can ball all day as a fit young lad, but unfortunately, conditions are.
Do you want to talk about his moustache? You like that, don't you?
Yeah, we probably need to have a one-to-one chat about his moustache. So, on arrival, I went and collected him from the airport, and Terminal 3 in Manchester, Sunday morning, reasonably busy time, and there's probably 800,000 people wandering through, and I just spotted him straight away. He's the most Australian-looking Australian you'll ever see. But he's a lovely chap.
Yeah.
He was wrapped up. Have you ever seen the film Cool Runnings where they turn up? He wraps up like that. I think he didn't have any clothes in his actual bag. He was wearing them all. But yeah, he's slowly acclimatised. There is a serious word needed about his tash. I've had to grow to like his curly wig.
Can we forgive him if he starts taking wicket scoring runs?
I think it's a stay of execution if he gets 3 or more wickets per week, but as soon as he doesn't achieve that, I think questions are going to be asked.
Yeah. Finally, last one. James Lithgow from local rivals Old Glossop. Signing middle order batsman, off spinner. Bit of magic, whatever he wants to kind of pull out in it, really.
Yeah, again, another very useful cricketer, proven in local league cricket. Probably again, I think underachieved stats-wise. Whether that's a personal thing, whether it was environment. Yeah, exactly. He's not done what his ability dictates he should have done. Again, let's hope that we can push in the environment.
Expectations of him, really, yeah. You've shown it against us. Was it 2022?
Is that when Archie missed that run out?
Yeah. He got 80, didn't he?
He was about half a pitch out, and Archie just fumbled it and just.
I was building decking that day, weren't I? Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. So but he batted really well after that. Yeah, he's destructive, powerful, hits the ball in strange areas as well. He doesn't hit conventional field, so it's difficult to set field to as an opposition captain. Bats well in different conditions.
Yeah. Bowling,
good mix-up, good variation. Again, useful cricket, and he's been really good at training as well, helping get us organised and get us a bit of discipline. So
we've also signed him as a coach, haven't we? So he's not just only with ourselves. He's going to be running our warm-ups, trainings, but with the juniors, the ladies team's going to hopefully push them a little bit further.
One of the reasons we pushed so hard at committee was the ladies team, despite winning the league, they have been a little bit neglected in terms of help from the senior players.
It's a testament to them because they've kind of done it themselves.
Of course. So. They've had little bits of help here and there off Lottie and myself, but. Helping just now they're in Division 1. Bit of drive, bit of direction, bit of discipline coaching. I'm sure he'll bring them on again. That's if they all come back from Malaga next week anyway.
Yeah, you're not very happy about that.
No.
With the kids and she's going
3 kids. Well, the missus and the ladies go gallivanting. It's apparently a cricket tour. So
yeah, I played 2 games of cricket.
Oh right, 2 games in 5 days. I don't know how they'll manage.
Yeah, I think if we went on tour though, it'd be a lot less cricket.
It won't be a cricket tour.
A lot less cricket.
I'd definitely pull up a hamstring and be drinking all day, so I can't really say anything.
I mean, even if we was playing cricket, we'd probably do that anyway.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
Moving forward, we're looking at how we're going to be setting up for the season. Obviously, as the chairman, you oversee everything rather than just the senior cricket, but what you're kind of expecting from Dinton for the...
So the big remit for the committee is continual improvement both on and off the pitch. So what we're trying to do is see improvements. We don't judge ourselves against other teams or other clubs. We want to just improve ourselves. It is a bit insular and a bit in our little bubble, but I don't see the point in comparing to other teams and other clubs. But let's just be better ourselves day by day, week by week. So just trying to drive that through committee. Spent a lot of money in the winter on improvements off the pitch. all improvements on the pitch in terms of commitment to the captain to say, listen, what we need. We've got out there, obviously the overseas is coming over, and we've made commitments. So senior wise, I would have liked to see a couple more sort of older heads in
we
sort
need
of
a bit more experience.
second team, because we'll talk about the second team after when we come to their team, but they're desperately short of probably one or two senior players in there, because Glenn's going to be fighting a long battle there with a load of kids. He's not going to be able to pay the umpires with a £5
I think though, we're kind of waiting for the football season. Well, we've got a bit more of the older range of juniors that'll come through. They kind of be a bit more self-reliant.
Listen, there's absolutely no doubt in the quality of the juniors. It's just their age, because 7 of our juniors have been at the Cheshire District training all winter, so we've been training since October. There's probably a couple in particular, probably Riley and Jacob. They're the older age, so they're 15 now. They should be really looking to kick on in senior cricket. They should be knocking on the first team door, I think. Ability-wise, it's say, but
not with them as well. You're pushing the older ones, Charlie,
and Ollie, Alfie, Zach.
That was a fantastic ball.
Some really good cricketers come through in junior, and I put it on the group last night about there's over half of the club's players selected this weekend have come through the junior setup, so that's a real testament to the junior setup and what the junior guys are doing. Like you say, rainy night tonight, there's still some training going on through there, there's some theory work going on with some fielding, so there's a big commitment being made to juniors over the last 5 to 8 years, and it's really starting to come to fruition in terms of the numbers and the quality we're seeing. We just need to see some results now from them.
Let's move on to the first team. Obviously we've made these signings. We know we had a good integral core, myself, you, Alfie, Ollie Mulby, Tom George returning with a bit more commitment. We had Glenn at the start, but we kind of said the keeper was what we needed, weren't it? So we have brought Lottie back into the fold. Not after trying to find a new keeper.
I think every keeper, not only in the North-West, I think we went down as far as Bristol, did we?
It's Bermudan, weren't it?
Yeah, Bermudan, so...
Bermudan English national, but... Yeah, it was unfortunate. He looks like he was probably in the perfect fit, just to tie us right into it there. I think a lot of people would have been looking at us thinking, if these don't do something now. So, I think, I'm not saying we've got a question mark over us, but I think we've still got a lot to prove.
Well, last year was a massive underachievement. I think availability and injuries to people and just really killed it. And when we got to halfway and you're not in the race, it's really hard to keep motivated. Keep people interested, but even that to say the quality we had in that dressing room was still a massive underachievement, so we need to put that right this year.
Well, I looked at play cricket following up, because it tells you your recent form, and a lot of red X's, which is not very good.
Not surprising.
Not through a fault. You broke your thumb, didn't you? You kind of got a bit reliant on myself. With both disciplines, really, didn't it?
So lots of carriers captain that, and when you try to get, you've probably got to get 30% of the team's runs and 50% of the team's wickets, and captain the team with little going your way, so it's a difficult finish for you.
Losing Sam 5 games to go huge.
He went home early, sick of the rain, so...
Sick of us. No, it was difficult. Sam was a very good overseas, just like Riley will be, but I think 18 players who was missing week on week. Tough to kind of keep people going, getting people to train and working hard. They know that they're just going to kind of guarantee a game, won't they? So I'm expecting better things this year. We said, didn't we, top 4 finish is kind of a minimum.
They're the targets that we set in the club development plan. I think that's a bare minimum, especially the club development plan was written before we picked Ryder and before we picked James as well, so you could argue that we should be pushing for at least a spot higher, if not more. And obviously we talked about the cups. We want to be playing in finals day of the T20 ideally, and playing in the final of the business if possible. That's what we all turn out for every week.
Yeah, well, we got to the semi-final in 2020 last year, didn't we? Obviously, he was injured and not being able to play, which is a massive blow up with the runs that he gathered throughout that tournament. And obviously going into that being kind of the sole bigot, it was a tough, one.
I tell you what, it was just as hard watching it from the scorebox because it was hiding to nothing. Would they're a good side, and they were a very good side last year. They'd taken some beating, but with the team we had out, we had 4 or 5 juniors in there. And, like you say, it was literally a long battle from yourself, and you had to get probably 80 if you hadn't stood any chance. And
hit it well enough.
Yeah, just the fielders getting in the way.
Yeah, the fielders getting in the way most of the time, really. Got wickets though. It wasn't an easy battle.
No, I think they thought it was going to walk in the park, and I reckon if we got 30 more, it might have been a bit of a game, but would they bat the same? Difficult. So it is what it is. I think we learned a lot last year. Whilst it wasn't proud and it wasn't an achievement, I think there was a lot of learning done last year from individuals and probably from your perspective about your players as well.
Yeah.
Which I've always said, you can't win everything every year, but as long as you're learning and you're taking things from it, then I think you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So.
I think we've pulled together quite well in the winter. Obviously, we speak quite frequently, don't we? So we knew where we needed to identify. Well, it wasn't very hard, really, as the end of last year really showed us where we needed to hit home and to be competitive again. Because what is it since we've won the league now? Is it 5?
5 years. It'd be 6 years this year. Yeah. It's far too long for a club who's put the work in like that. Obviously, the generations move on. You accept that people finish. The likes of Greg Harwick, John Coleman, your Jared Masses, your Brian Thompson, your Matt Bloods, great cricketers of the past. But we need to let that go. Let's make a new generation. That's what we look around the dressing rooms and put the responsibility on the players in there on the day.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the league now and the decision made into the winter and the start of the season.
Yeah.
In the winter, they voted, was it unanimously to pay players?
It wasn't quite unanimous, but it was majority to pay, well, to have an open league. So I'm on the league management committee, and for me, if the league's going to survive and sort of attract clubs, then it's the only way to go. And I think people who were denying it were sort of looking short-sighted, because if the league does fold, and I think if teams continue to leave the league, it will fold, then you're going to have to join a league where the paid players are a norm anyway. So listen, let's not. It's something that shouldn't be looked at as a first choice. But if that's the difference between you turning the team out and you're gonna say, well, we'll give some kid coming back from uni 20 quid train fare. We're not talking about hundreds and hundreds.
We're not talking about professionals.
No, we're not talking someone you pay someone 12 grand to come and win the league. It's not worth it. You don't get involved.
That's still the rule, though, isn't it? They're not saying go and sign.
No, it's just you're allowed.
Just for short expenses and stuff like not letting them pay or stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's not £4,500.
Without sort of throwing ourselves under the bus here. If people actually believe that Australians are travelling from the other side of the world on their own back and paying for themselves week in, week out, then I think people are a little bit naive from my point of view, because there's no way it's happening. And it's like the old days of brown envelopes in boots. It doesn't need to happen, and it shouldn't happen. So let's just open it up. If people want to spend £5 to go and win the league title, then that's on them.
As long as they've got the money.
That's it. Just don't get your club in trouble by financial trouble. I mean,
there's still. I think I read the rules. Right, there's still a limit. You can't have played any sort of professional standard.
There's still like the list A cricketers aren't allowed. From what I was there.
I read. You can't go sound like an ex-county pro.
No. I think it's got to be so many years served away from the list A game.
I mean, we have seen ex-county pros.
Listen, I'm all for it. You want to play AJ Harris? It's fantastic playing against AJ. What an experience! What a bowler! What a professional he's been.
Play with him.
It teaches you so much, and I think it can only benefit the league as a cricketer. I want to play against it. I know sometimes people turn up for fun, but I want to challenge myself as well still, and I think those with ambition will want to push like that.
Well, I loved it when we played the league side 2020 against Gossett. That was a great day. I was facing fine, and then 2 weeks later signed for Leicestershire. So
that's it. Proper
he bowls 80 80 plus
That's
miles
it,
an hour, so...
You see it on the telly, and everyone dreams when you're a kid of growing up and playing on the telly, don't you? It's like,
exactly.
like the football FA Cup final winner and stuff like that. So that's where you want to be. You want to test yourself. So.
You understand? It's still a village cricket competition.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can't. You'll never get away from that. It's called village cricket, but we need to get away from this sort of insular village cricket view where it's just where we are. Because we're not so the league won't survive.
No.
The teams keep dribbling away, don't they? So we just need to stop that.
As you mentioned, you're on the management committee. Start of the year, it's not stopped raining since early December.
Yeah, been wet.
Agreed with postponing and replaying.
Yeah, it's the only thing to do. So obviously the first week was postponed, so we played on the 21st of September.
Yeah, so extended it a week.
Yeah.
Obviously we can't keep doing that. That's
well, that's it. I think the groundsman needs to get on before the end of September to do the end of season work. So that was when the line had to be drawn. You can't go much later than that because the ground won't recover for next year. Then.
No, exactly.
So that's as far as that could go. So obviously then went to a vote which was narrowly in favour of full abandonment of the next week's fixtures. Which I get.
Well, it was never playing.
We were never going to play, but to abandon the fixture, I thought my impression of playing cricket was we're here to play cricket. And the defence of some were, we won't get a team out that Sunday, which is in fact the T20 quarter-finals Sunday, isn't it? So
we was playing regard. I mean, if you have a good 2020 squad, you play that.
Anyway, I know it's a short form, but it is what it is. It's done with. Hopefully that's the end of these.
It's not saying that certain people like cricket they're not good. To be fair, it's just we all kind of sign up for it. A lot of us don't play football anymore because not just because of the size. There's not another thing that we kind of do. So a lot of people, this is the kind of thing they do for 5 months.
I think it might just be me and you as well. We're proper badgers, and it's all we've done since I'm 7-year-old. So. I don't know what I'm going to do when I retire, mate. I'll take a umpire.
I reckon you'll be stood out there with a beer in your hand. You'll turn into a Billy.
I hope so. It's been my hero for years.
Yeah, so obviously I was quite disappointed that we wasn't going to get that kind of game back, but I said it to you, didn't I? It's a bit of a shallow 7 points because it doesn't really mean anything. We might as well just said don't get anything.
Yeah, it was right off,
I think it was another captain that I was speaking to said what they should have done if they wanted to call it off is say that then that fixture that he was playing against was for 40 points the next time.
Yeah,
it would have made it more interesting because you still have got a few sneaky points, even if you didn't get full 40.
Yeah, they'd have probably got more than 7, wouldn't they, unless they had a disaster. So yeah, that might have been a good shot.
It would have been a good little twist to it, rather than still getting the points to effectively win you the league.
Like a little power play weekend.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
So we touched on it a little bit. Let's go to the juniors. We said we kind of given the up-and-coming players ones to watch. Joe Riley, excellent little bowler in Cheshire. Did you get picked in? Was it just
He's in the district squad, so they play a week in the end of May and then a week at the end of July. So he's not in the full Cheshire squad.
Yeah.
Disappointed, but to be fair, it was sort of expected. But him and Jacob were both in the district squads. They play against each other actually. Riley can't wait. I think.
They play against each other.
Yeah.
So
one's in the Lions squad, one's in the Puma squad. I think there's 4 squads. And they play against each other throughout the week. A couple of other teams, but yeah, there's been 5 others who've been down at Cheshire. Testament to the improvements we've seen through the juniors. The 15s are looking really strong. The 15s 2 years ago got to the county cup final.
Yeah.
And the 13s got to the county cup final, which is now the 15s. So these should be really coming of age, and hopefully if that improvement's been seen all the way through, then they should be there or thereabouts. But as we say, we don't put any sort of prizes in front of them, but let's just keep monitoring improvements and see where they're at. We just want to keep kids involved in cricket and keep offering the improvements in terms of coaching, facilities, and be there. And then, as I said in the club development plan, when they see that we can no longer cater for their level of cricket, we'll wait for them with open arms, and then we'll welcome them back 10-15 years later when they've got a family and what have you, and then that's our purpose in the food chain of cricket, I think.
Well, it's a testament to us, really. I've not had too much to do with the juniors, but to have 213 sides, 215 sides is showing just how much people are interested here. I know there's some teams out there that struggle to get.
Yeah, I think that it's not lucky, but it is in a way. We're lucky that we've captured it at the right time because some teams.
It's like a tough capturing area.
Yeah, well that's it. It's difficult. There's a lot of clubs fighting for the same kids around here, so hopefully we're offering something that others aren't. And I'd like to think, we probably do, but other clubs might think differently. And they might be offering something different. So, but I think just get the kids through the gates. As long as the kids are playing cricket, if they're playing for or against us, the game's got to continue, and it can't continue with me and you.
No.
We don't know how long we've got left, and the kids are going to be the future. I can't wait till the day that some kid says you're not good enough anymore. You're in the second team, or in the second team you're not good enough. You're first reserve. Do you know what? I'll take me out to them and let them push me out. That's what you want in the end. Put out to pasture and they can drink beer and sit with Billy.
any other juniors? We know we kind of spoke on that.
Yeah, so really improvements. Ruben Wood's come on loads and loads physically, mentally and ability wise. Oscar Marsh has been out at Cheshire, Sam Hooley, Ethan Lawton. They're just. I don't want to miss anyone else, so I don't want to name too far. But I think as a general sort of age group, but probably the 11s and 13s obviously both won the finals day last year, so I'd like just to pay proper testament to their improvements because I think both as an age group rather than individuals they've really come on as teams as well, so hopefully that'll carry them through and soon that under the 11s or under the 13s team will be a first and second team and we can sit and retire and drink some beer.
Got your Finn as well?
Yeah, Finn's going to be a good one. He keeps it on the ground, he's got a temperament though, so...
He's ginger though.
Yeah, he's ginger, so...
Fine character.
But yeah, at 9-year-old, he's probably better than I was at 9-year-old.
Was it took hat trick already?
Yeah, he had a hat trick at 8-year-old, I think he was when he got his hat trick.
Watched him at the back, looks quite well set.
Yeah, he hits the ball quite hard, yeah. He loves it, just loves it.
Just keeping his feet on the ground now.
Yeah, he's just one of them at that age group now, he just wants to whack everything down. I don't know where he gets that from.
Yeah, we've got, speaking of keepers in the shortage, we have Barney.
Oh, Barney, young Barney Roweth, if he sticks at it and keeping and batting, he can hit a long ball, he's going to be a real good player. He's just loves the sport as well. He's not from a cricketing family, which is perfect. We think that's a win. If you're from a cricketing family, it's almost a given that the junior's going to turn up. But to get someone from a non-cricketing family, he's a goalie who plays in football, so he's obviously got the keeping sort of attributes. But yeah, to get someone through the gates from a non-cricketing family and to see the improvements, he's going to be a real cricketer if he sticks at it, definitely.
Under 19s, we got. What do you think?
So 19s.
That's your team still?
Yeah. Well, no, Neil Joy's running the 19s. I'm the guest umpire for the evening fixtures. So Neil's taking that. Obviously, Alfie Joy's going to be catching that team again. They're a couple of years younger. What's Alfie now?
Alfie will be 17 when we first year.
I think it'll be under 18s as if it was an age group.
Yeah.
So they've still got a year. So Alfie, Ollie, Charlie Clark, Zach Winterbottom, they're the old under 15s from a couple of years ago who showed improvements, played senior cricket, done well at senior cricket. Again,
Alfie should push himself a little bit further now as well when managed to go. Playing with some serious talent there.
Playing some good cricket against some good cricketers and some nice places. I think playing cricket day in, day out will help him. He loves it, Mr. Cricket, doesn't he? He absolutely loves it. I think if you were to say life or death, never play cricket again, I think he'd rather die. He's genuinely one of them. He's a good kid, he loves it.
Stuart brought out on the
loves it.
charges it, stairs down.
He's a character.
Yeah. But again, one that's not done the fullest of his.
No, massively underachieved as probably in senior cricket. But he seems to have been around for years. He probably only played 13, 14. He really burst onto the scene. We didn't have a lot of options then, so we threw the new ball and did really well. I think if he was honest with himself, I think he'd be saying, I need to be getting 400-500 runs and 30-40 wickets.
Yeah.
He is good enough.
He got his highest score last year of 88.
Yeah, batted really well.
Batted really well, but really...
Dug us out as well a little bit, because we were in trouble, weren't we? Him and Ollie put on a few, didn't they?
Yeah. Ollie got 46 that day, didn't he? So they had a good partnership.
Great to see two youngsters batting together without any guidance from an older head or an experienced head at the other end as well. I think showed maturity beyond the years. Alfie is a real mature lad.
Yeah.
Ollie's super talented as well. He just needs to realise it like Alfie. But we need these to sort of take it on board.
Attitude and application in it.
Exactly. It's all right being a good cricketer, but you've got to get out there in the middle, and that's where you get your runs and wickets.
Right, should we talk about the wider than Dinting? Let's talk about our league. So we'll start with Division 1. We've known that for, what, 10, 12 years now, at least now. That's just for me, you've known it for longer than that.
A few more years.
So, wants to watch,
I think it's going to be a really open league. I think there's 6 teams who could genuinely push for the title. I don't think it's anyone's. Woodley have left, obviously they were head and shoulders. I mean, Dove pushed them here and there. I think Dove individually, they've got a good side, especially good at home, very good at home. I think that this year a lot's going to go on. Look with the weather.
Yeah.
I think there'll be.
And who adapts to the weather?
Who plays the conditions? Overseas will have a bearing on it. And I believe the Old Glossop.
Dove don't really get it.
Yeah, they've got that one.
I mean, who wants to come over to Australia?
Why wouldn't you want to do that? It's a lovely place. I've always enjoyed it there.
Was it voted the ugliest village 2 years in a row?
2 years running, yeah. We've got, is it Perotti on?
Oh, yeah,
it's beautiful pint, that's where
it's only pub in the village though, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
lovely place, great set of
Dove do well without an overseas. They're a good side. They're very tough to beat up there.
Yeah.
Very tough to beat. And when you think you've got them 5 or 6 down, someone comes in and biffs 50, don't they? So
yeah. The unfortunate thing about it is they don't have a junior setup. Which is I mean, in terms of longevity, they've got quite a lot of people my age, 30.
Yeah, I think they're starting to address that. From what I understand, I've seen a few adverts for some Friday night cricket coaching and training. So I'm not sure what the catchment area around there is. I'm not sure how populated it is.
Quite large, isn't it? I mean, they've got what, Sheffield, them, Whaley,
Buxton running.
Buxton are playing a little bit of a better standard now, aren't they?
Yeah, Derbyshire, yeah. So
in Division 2 in Derbyshire set up now, so it's going to be hard.
I think. Dove are the teams to beat. I mean, finished second and won the bits, and I think they're the teams to beat naturally. They'll be the benchmark. Old Glossop will be strong. Signed Jamie, good cricketer.
Hopefully that's more than 5 games.
Yeah, 5 games.
We won't remember that.
The overseas looks like he's playing a good standard.
Riley's been out with him trying to get under his name.
Riley reckons he's got his number anyway. It's fine. He'll get on against us.
Yeah.
But if he's anywhere as good as Bailey last year, he'll be a decent stick. He'll be a good player. And obviously they've got a decent squad anyway. They've got 5 or 6 match winners.
They've signed another lad, haven't they? They played against in the T20. James said he's really good. Right. Obviously losing James is obviously a massive loss for them as well.
Yeah. Tom Lane, a big cricketer for them. Was useful last year older. It's same college as Alfie as well. Same sort of cricket badge.
Well, he's playing first team as well.
He'll be a year better. He bowled me a beauty last year. He better not bowl one of them again. Yeah. It was too good for me.
What have they been to though? They've been to 2 finals days.
Yeah.
In a row. I mean, they've got semi-finals like us, then they got beat. Yeah. Just narrowly beat by Newton.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a big Aussie to kind of
I think
replace him, Bailey, because obviously scored what 260s, one in 2020, which I know it's Hayfield, but it's still a magnificent achievement.
260 batting on that table was a good score. I'm telling you, it's tough to get anywhere.
We had him here, didn't we? And he was just doing whatever he wanted.
He just hit it where he wanted. I think he's a cheat.
Who else around? I mean, Timbersall.
Timbersall will be useful. Obviously losing Pewey won't help, but I think they've picked up as well. Obviously Dan Weston's gone there, useful cricketer, similar to Pewey, similar left arm spin, combat, fiery. So he'll be useful, very good there. Maybe's a very good cricketer. They've got and keeper, they've got a decent squad. I think they'll be useful, especially up there. I think they play their conditions better than others. Hazel Grove
pushed themselves last year.
I think again they're unknown, Hazel Grove, and I think that's the difficulty because you don't know who's coming in, but they can all play and they've got
good bowlers. They didn't have an overseas.
I think they'll be
ride on them what they bring around.
They'll do well at home. Hayfield, who we play Saturday, I think they'll be dark horses. Gareth Davis has gone back, and Gareth Davis when he left was probably the best all-rounder in the league, I'd say. Not sure if he's still batting and bowling. He's obviously 5-6 years older now, and the cricket takes its toll. But I think he's a good cricketer. Young Digby, very good cricketer. Jojo, Harry, some very good youngsters.
Josh Underwood, obviously the natural leader, winner. Obviously what he did at Hawke.
Woody coming instructive, very good cricketer on his day.
But I don't know where they really get the juniors from. They all seem to just
appear. They've got a similar setup to us. They've got quite a lot of junior sides and just appeared. They've got some good youngsters coming through like
it's a small village just to keep
sure they've got a conveyor belt somewhere. I think it's in Billy's back garden or somewhere. He grows them. But Whaley, I think Whaley are very underestimated.
I think that's complacency.
Turned us over up there, didn't they?
Well, that was kind of...
Conditions didn't help, but...
batting first.
You'll not do that again.
No, I won't do that again.
No, but I think a lot's going to, like I said before, I think a lot's going to depend on conditions, how people play them, and home games, who's going to be difficult to beat at home. I think generally, the impression is, getting an away win in this division will be tough.
Taking as many points as possible.
Well that's it. If you're not winning, then you've got to take some points.
You've got to take 2 wickets a week.
There's going to be some tough teams also to go to. Potstrick won't be an easy place to go to. Staley Bridge never an easy place to go to. I think it's going to be Newton. It will be difficult to play there. So I think it's going to be difficult.
But they've lost a lot, haven't they? Without not saying that they're on a demise, they've just lost. It's a hard ask.
It's some big holes to fill in terms of quality and numbers. I think they've picked a few up. I don't know a lot. There's one at Stockport. There's a few Stockport lads going out there. So let's see. I mean, until people cross the white line Saturday, you don't know. I don't know a lot of the names who are coming in, but I'm sure it'll be very competitive anyway.
This week's fixtures, I'll have a look at them. Dove versus New Mills. Dove will be tough to beat at their place, as I said before. New Mills, I've seen New Mills' side. It looks like they've got a good side out. Josh Stevens is like Cal first playing. They struggle for regularity, don't they? I think. So if they're going to beat them at any time, it'll be with them guys in that team. But I think I'm going for a Dove. It's going to be an hard ask, especially on a probably see a friendly wicket.
You're soften up there, Gilly and Critchett in that soft pitch, it'll be difficult to get.
Especially Critchett as well with his seam movement, it's going to be hard.
Difficult,
So I re-signed Dan Waterhouse.
No, I saw that, useful cricketer again, Very good.
Harrison Webb coming as well.
Webby's gone up there, it's always difficult with certain
keeper as well.
I've seen very good cricketers come back after a couple of years out and not do it. I hope I'm wrong for 2 games a season, but I hope I'm right.
Scores a bit faster.
But I hope I'm wrong when he plays others. So, useful cricketer.
Next we've got Hazel Grove versus Brompton. I think that's going to be an interesting game. Depends what Brompton turn out.
Exactly. I think Brody again gone under the radar after the loss of 3 or 4 years ago when they had a big loss of players. But I think that their juniors are coming on. They're probably just not quite of age yet, but
depends what Walsh you get as well.
If Walsh turns up, he's one of the best around. With bat and with gloves, it's fantastic.
And motivator.
Loud
person. Losing China and Dom's obviously got a
massive two very good cricketers, good all rounders. Fantastic cricketers, good lads.
Surprised us a couple of times though, didn't they, really? There's a lad that can just hit a bloody York wherever he wants.
Just gets in here, bowling really well, block all the time. Disappearing, was it?
led by Seb.
Yeah.
Depends what Seb you get as well.
Seb on his day again, beautiful cricketer, very good cricketer. And bat and ball destructive. It's a long ball as well when he gets his eye in.
Hazel Grove though, you've got the two nuns.
Yeah, the two nuns, difficult to get away with to get it right. At Hazel Grove, I reckon Hazel Grove will just nip that. I think they're very good at home.
Obviously you're going to be bowling first, aren't you? That's probably the toss, isn't it, really? What happens?
Yeah, well, as I said before, conditions and toss, and now you play your own behalf.
Re-signed Cameron as well, Brody.
Yeah, it didn't bowl
nice
against. Yeah, I saw his back foot, very impressed. I hope we don't see it against us if he gets 5 foot, but very impressive otherwise. I think I did one of them once, so I think I might have had a few beers though.
I think that's going to be a close game, that. I don't think it'll be a high scoring.
It's a tough one to pick.
I don't think it'll be a high scoring win, will it?
No, well, looking at the weather, our track looks good, but looking at the weather, I think we'll struggle for the 200 in many games this week, sorry.
Yeah. Newton, Old Glossop.
I think I fancy Old Glossop. Old Glossop will be a good side this year. I think they'll be very difficult to beat. They've got seen the side, good mix, 5 bowlers.
Newton's usually spinner friendly with Jamie coming into the side.
Yeah, it's just them straight boundaries, but Jamie's wily. He's wily enough to avoid that and not throw it over there. Yeah, Lenny drops it there and thereabouts, useful again.
Rob ripping through.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So I'm going for Old Glossop.
Unfortunately, I don't really know too much about Newton.
No, the new lads who signed, no, don't know a lot about them.
Yeah.
I imagine there'll be some cricketers in there. I don't think. I think there'll be some useful in there because Johnny messaging Johnny I think they're confident that they'll be all right, won't they? So I'm not doubting that.
And then Adam and me playing his first game against his own.
Good cricketer, been around a lot, known Adam for a long time, but he started at Brody, I think, when I was at home a few years ago. I'm talking probably 25 years ago, but he's been around a long time. Wily cricketer.
I think I'm probably agreeing with there. Old Glossop we'll take that one.
We'll let egg on our face.
Not easily. Yeah, no, it's hard to predict. Obviously, early season, anything can happen. They probably came to us starting last season. They had a good game and
they met Glenn on
a 6 runs. Lost by more than Glenn.
Yeah, they met Glenn on a bad day for him and just bashed it away.
Yeah. Relative and unknown again, Pottswrigley versus Staley Bridge.
Don't know a lot about either, to be honest. I've only played Pottswrigley twice, I think. Once down there, once up here. They look useful up here. We had a good game against them. I think, again, they'll be good at home.
I think we had an easier game here. We got beat them up, but that was down to
I believe the overseas has stayed from last year for the first few games.
Ollie, I think he said he stayed for about 5 or 6 games, and then going back to New Zealand. He is.
I didn't play down there. I think I whacked it.
He doesn't care what ball it is. Kind of like me, really. He doesn't really care who's bowling at him.
Well, I think he's just answered the question. And it sounds like his runs last year. I think if he gets in, he's going to be the difference between them.
Funny bloke as well. He's a character in the field as well.
He didn't play against us. What was he? Did he go watching his mate in a hockey?
Oh yeah, he went to Amsterdam watching a hockey.
Yeah, I've been to Amsterdam watching hockey as well.
Yeah, but I tell you what, it would have been a closer game if you played. I tell you that because he hit me for 6 second ball of the game.
I've heard he likes to whack it. I sort of cricketers people want to say they want to challenge yourself. Let's have a game.
Highlight last year, he played in the 2020 against Woodley after 6 pints in the field. It took every catch, to be fair to him.
Sounds like my sort of guy.
He was brilliant. I loved him. He was an amazing guy. And then finally, our old club. Tip Whistle and Whaley Bridge, that's going to be...
Should be a good game.
A spicy affair.
2 reasonably evenly matched teams. I believe there's a couple of barons floating about for the Whaley Bridge lads. I think the couple of Joneses are missing for the first couple of games.
I think that doesn't mostly affect... He doesn't play out every time anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if Lee and Dale play, different team.
So we've got the Holdens, got...
Yeah.
Piggy.
And the left arm.
Ivan's left though.
Oh yeah, I believe he's gone to Charles.
That's
a strange move, isn't it? He must farm around there.
He was a weird player, and he just hits everything.
Yeah, he just wants it. But I tell you what, again, destructive play. If you throw it up to him, he'll whack it further than you can throw it. So He, like I say, odd cricketer, but if he on his day he's useful.
It's that Speedwell though, so
I fancy Tinsel there. Let's go for our old boys. I think we'll have too much. I think Weston will get some rip up there. Scotty's a very good cricketer. Maybe he'll get some runs. Kez, Brownie as well if he's playing. I think Tinsel will scrape that.
Yeah. Village Cup coming up soon on Sunday.
Double weekend,
We got out of a lovely 50-mile round, 50-mile each way trip to Chicago.
The best phone call or message I received on the time last Sunday. I was hanging, absolutely hanging because I had too many beers on Saturday, and then he messaged me saying,
yeah, you played the rain card, didn't you, quite well?
I played the rain card. It worked. First time ever, I think.
Played Shipwell before.
Yeah.
Just before I arrived.
Good side, beat us by 1 run that day. 1 run down there, so we travelled 100 miles.
That's Ringer's fault, that one.
No, Dan Harwick went for it. He tried running a 1. We wanted 1 to tie, he ran a 1 to the keeper. It just slow bowler's ball, it just bobbed over the keeper's head, and Dan just shouted yes and was run out by about 12 yards. But listen, it's a good game of cricket. They seem a good side.
Yeah.
I think they'll like it coming onto the bat then, so we need to water the track. They honestly, they had some young lads who all one just bashing through the line. So
I think they've lost a couple of the
Derbyshire lads. I think they've been told to move up the ladder a little bit, haven't they? But I think they played, from what I understand, a similar standard to us, maybe a touch better.
I think they're in Buxton's league.
Buxton, Division 2, aren't they? Yeah. So it should be a good contest. It's difficult. First weekend, double weekend. They've got a long drive. We can just roll straight out the bar. So
yeah, that's good for us. Yeah,
we've got advantage.
We don't really like drinking anyway. So.
No, we're not much to drink out there.
No, but I think gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
I think we got to get our straps.
Yeah, I think the things with the National Cup is it's nice to play at different places. Obviously, to get drawn at Shipley again, I thought, there we go, brilliant. But they're up here, so and we're at home in the next round. It should be.
Yeah, hopefully we get through.
So we start the season with 2 double weekends. My knees are gonna love that. I might fall in sick one day this week.
Sorry to our sponsors as well, some
yeah, they will. My boss won't like me hobbling around the office, but it is what it is. So yeah, the Village Cup's good. Obviously the dream of playing at Lords is a long, long way off, but hey, if you can't dream, what can you do?
Let's try and see some ground, so I think that's what, that's what everyone wants to do, don't they? Don't want to
we'll get through that, we'll get to our old Gloucester.
Yeah, that'd be good. Or Dove.
Yeah, Dove away.
That's good though to see 3 of our small league kind of going round.
Yeah, well, it keeps the name on the map, and hopefully a couple more will play. I think there's a few playing in the Cheshire side as well. Brody still playing.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
They got reasonably far one year, didn't they? They get to one of the regional finals or something like that.
Yeah, they went over to Scarborough, didn't they? So they actually went over to Scarborough and lost quite narrowly as well.
That's what you want. You want a couple of decent away days. Hopefully, when the weather's nice and sunny, go and see some different grounds. A few beers on the coach on the way back. That's what it's about. So here we go. We're talking about drinking again. Oh no.
Yeah. Other than that, I think got to be a good game. It depends what Dinton show up after the first game, isn't it?
That's the trouble with Sunday cricket is what happens Saturday night. It used to be Sunday morning football. Depends what sort of Saturday night we have is what sort of Sunday game you have. But no, I'm going to rein myself in this week, honestly.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Right, I think we'll try to wrap it up. We'll thank our sponsors. Croft renewed again, did they?
Yeah, Croft renewed. Had a year on, thanks to Dave and the team at Croft. Obviously, we can do stuff with raising money ourselves, but sponsoring valuable to the future of the club. Financing the developments and equipment we make to our members. So Croft Lettings, fantastic senior sponsors, stuck by us by 5-6 years now. Dave's been sponsoring us, so thanks Dave and Croft Lettings.
Got Intelligent Group, as you can see on there.
Intelligent Group, Dan the man, Dan our treasurer, that's his business. Again, T20 sponsors, again.
Helping us set up the frog boxes.
Yeah, frog box, he's an IT expert, that's what he does his business, so he can sort the frog box out with all those wrongs.
Speaking of frog box, got a nice frog box sponsor as well.
Frog box sponsor,
Body Tech.
yeah, Body Tech. The Body Tech sponsor the ladies as well.
Yeah.
So Stuart Whiteman at Bodytech, based in
Quite a
Padfield.
bit of money to us, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been really generous this year and last year, to be fair. I think Jane knows him, so we just keep giving Jane money, so we'll just keep sending Jane over
Yeah,
to
we'll send
speak.
Jane to keep it.
But yeah, he's sponsored towards a prog box, which obviously we are still looking for more sponsors for. So
Yeah. We've still got four availabilities for the weekly streams.
So if people are interested, call me, we can talk.
Yeah. And then new junior sponsor for 2024.
Yes. Another new junior, AH Schofield. So one of the Barney Rower's dad, Rick, works down at AH Schofield. They specialise in VW van refurb, so they make their own parts. So they're based just down the road at Dinning Vale.
Yeah.
Again, Rick stuck a Andy's pocket and said, subsidise, just help us to subsidise the junior kits.
So makes it affordable.
Yeah. So we subsidise the junior kits with the majority of the sponsor money, and then the rest is left in a pot for whatever the juniors might need. So again, thanks to Rick for your commitment to us and the generosity.
Plenty more sponsorships now. I think we've still got 30 games of match balls.
Loads of match ball sponsors, and loads of space down on that bottom boundary for the boundary board.
Yeah.
So if people want to appear, and we'll try and get your name in headlights. We might even take you to Lords if we get there.
Yeah, match sponsors, we're kind of introducing it out.
Some people don't like match sponsors, but we've said if we get a match sponsor, we'll put it on
for a little day here as well.
We'll put some afternoon tea on for them and a few of the workers or clients or whatever they want, and a few drinks, and then they can come down and hopefully enjoy some cricket.
We forgot about the most important part of the match ball sponsor as well. You get a free drink at that.
Drink. So, yeah.
On the day of your game, you can come down to Vincent's bar and play.
I'm not much of a drinker, me, so that's why I'm just staying away from the match.
Yeah.
But yeah, £25 for a match ball sponsor, loads available, helps us cover the cost of the balls, and you get a free drink.
We can't play cricket without them.
Yeah, well,
big help.
Yeah, it is a help if we've got a ball to play with, definitely.
Yes.
Especially when you go to doubles and you lose 6 a game because you're not allowed in them gardens on the far side.
There's also junior balls as well.
Junior ball sponsors will be available very soon. We're going to stick a list out for them.
They're at a reduced rate.
Yeah, we're going to do them at a reduced rate, but we'll release details of them when we discuss the junior committee.
T20 still got, you got a lovely pink ball to sponsor.
Pink ball, yeah, they're flashy them.
Yes, they fly really far.
Yeah.
You knew that from last year. And then finally we start our new adventure in the live YouTube world.
Yes, we're ventured into the 21st century. Like you say, we're not. Well, that's what we are copying, but I take it as a compliment if you guys are already doing this, and take it as a compliment because we're just trying to bring the limelight onto the league, our club, and do something for our sponsors. Yeah. So you've led the way. We're going to try and follow. We're not going to copy you. We're going to try and join the in crowd. Is what we're trying to do.
Ball by ball, live scoring on it.
Yeah.
Automatically clips highlights throughout the game as well. So every wicket you'll see, if you missed it on the stream, you can watch it again and play cricket.
Watch it back and play cricket.
And then that goes onto YouTube after it, so you can watch the full game again if you really want. If you're sad enough to watch that.
Very exciting. We've got some members overseas, so a lot of former players and members who are now overseas, all over the world, Bahrain, Australia, New Zealand. So
yes,
we'll be sharing the link on the socials, so you can see how bad we are since you finished. That's generally some of the former players back in my day.
Back in my day, yeah. But hopefully it brings a bit more of a better approach to cricket because you're going to be in the limelight.
I think it's like you say, telly cricket. People want to play on telly, and in some way we are playing on telly now.
Start showing off a little bit.
We've made it, mate. We've made it.
Yeah. All them failed years, now 30 who have made it.
40 this year, but I've made it. But Mum and Dad, I've made it. I'm on the telly.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
No, thanks very much. Thanks for setting it up.
No problem.
Thanks for watching. We'll have some special guests throughout the season. And hopefully
next week we're going to be joined by Mr. Moustache himself.
Bring the Aussie in. We'll have to talk about his tash after this week's performance. We'll let
let's see what he does this week, and then we'll fill you in on what happened in the last week at Vinton as well.
Yes.
Yeah.